does competitive salary even mean? The salary will be competing against the bills. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Blue tick guy got ticked. Oh, I get it, Twitter. Yeah, you're not doing this to me. I can't imagine being this attached to an internet app. You're the one paying for it. Oh! Also love that little .eth in his name. Dog, it's not gonna make you a billionaire. I don't know why you're jeez, dude. One way to tell your boss to get lost. When your boss hits you up on your day off. Hey, nope, already drinking. At 10 a.m., it's my day off. It's like a little mini vacay. If I want to start off with the breakfast of champions, being a 12-pack of Coors Light, you better believe that's what I'm gonna do. A list of games I have not played. GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA 6. Tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. I'm glad shooting cops in Cyberpunk 2077 is completely optional. Never finished GTA 5 either. Yeah, wow, okay. The blue whale's vagina is now the second biggest pussy in the world behind you three. Boy, oh boy, do I love that it's clearly Musk responding, and then that dude who's dead, right? Who gives a rat's ass? Oh no! The fake police officers! I murdered them in the video game! Oh! Deodorants were created to solve a fake problem and thrive thanks to the patriarchy. Come to an anime convention and you will delete this. God damn, dude. Have you smelled people before? That dude is right. Go to an anime convention. Go to any convention where you're around thousands of people in close proximity, and suddenly you're not going to give a shit about the patriarchy forcing people to smell a little bit nicer. Elon Musk is going to put Apple out of business. Did he buy it? We've seen this one before, and you know what? I will gladly read it again and again and again and again. Forever, because wow. Can you explain to me why the hell Aloy has a beard? Tell me you've never met a girl without telling me you've never met a girl. No, tell me you've never seen another human being in your life without telling me that. That's what this screams. The funniest consequence of the huge increase in graphical fidelity is gamers finding out what women look like. Absolutely insano-style reply. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I'd give you a little mwah if I could, with consent of course. You know, just, you're amazing. I love you. America invented craft beer, and Budweiser is a multinational. What? Average back in the day, beers were 5%. Light beers are 3.2%. Craft beers are usually 6% or more. I guarantee your country's beers are weaker than the average craft beers. America invented craft beer. Oh, dude, some of my local craft breweries are older than your country. I have to say the balls on some Americans, or specifically people from the United States Americans. Some of them, I can't believe they have balls big enough to ever say that we really invented anything. Truly. A friendly reminder that when you used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with, as long as you returned it on time. You had a chance to buy Netflix and passed on it. I'm an intern. I barely have permission to have a lunch break. I didn't pass on anything. Yes, Blockbuster intern, we get it. We totally get it. I really hope that you're getting paid to run that Twitter account. You're really bringing in numbers there, or you were really bringing in numbers there, let's say that. I'm going to buy your book, then burn it. Why stop there? Buy 10 copies and burn them. That'll really show me. I do love people that do that. I'm going to financially support you in some way, and then I'm going to... Would virtue signaling be the right term for that? I'm not 100% sure, but they're really gonna show you, dude. Thanks for your money. I do this too, but I'm single. Do you know what a bottle night is? Probably not, because my girlfriend and I invented it during a 2023 blizzard. We lock our phones away, turn the TV off, each grab a bottle of wine, and talk. That's it. We simply talk and enjoy each other's presence. I invented talking to my girlfriend. We both have to get hammered though, or it doesn't work. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and say that this is just a really fun way for them to speak and continue to intimately bond, you know? You know damn well at the end of it, they're gonna bone and you haven't touched someone else in years, alright? So why don't you, Tim Allen Italian, that's a sick-ass handle though, why don't you grow up? Although it is kind of funny, we invented the concept of getting drunk and speaking to one another and just hanging out. That part's funny. But they are still being used. I bet nobody under 40 knows what this is. Right, because all bread is digital now. Yeah, I love that. It's so funny when people try to gatekeep. I bet no one remembers what this is. What are you doing, man? We still use these on every goddamn bag of bread, at least here in the United States, or at least here in Colorado we do. A great way to make passive income is to take $3 million, buy an 8% treasury bond, and you'll be making $20,000 a month just by doing nothing. Finally, some advice for the common man. I do love that goddamn tweet. I'm not going to take any kind of advice or otherwise from some guy on Twitter with a checkmark. As we all know, the checkmark is totally meaningful still. I strongly support drug testing for welfare recipients. Applying for welfare is voluntarily. If you don't want to get tested, don't apply. I strongly support drug testing for congressmen who threw cocaine-fueled parties with escorts using donor money. How is Matt goddamn Gaetz still serving? How? How? Also, damn, that was in 2011. George, you got his ass a decade later, dude. Hell yeah. Please know, if you're someone who brings a book to the bar, nobody likes you. How much of your life, expressed as a percentage, have you spent gesturing for women to take out their earbuds? I don't know why, but that might be my favorite comeback of all time. Genuinely. There's just... Even if you don't get it, there's a feeling to a guy doing that, or someone doing that to you in particular that just, oh my god. Education is a human right. Also, education isn't a human right. It's a service, and we do not have a right to the services of others. If the state wouldn't back these student loans, there would be less demand for the universities, which means their prices would have to drop. It's basic economics. What? The right to education, including equal access to college, is stated in Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, drafted in 1948 and reaffirmed in 1960. According to the UN, education is a human right. You are incorrect. Oh, well, that's just it. You said UN. This guy's probably gonna go, yeah, but like, America government. I don't care about other nations. It's about the America stuff, our rules. Believe what you see, not what you're told. Okay, I've been told you're a genius, but I've only ever seen you behave like a fucking moron. Yeah, man, dude, that comment he made when those kids were trapped in the cave really sent his ass tumbling, dude. That was the first time the rose-colored goggles were ripped off of my face in regards to Elon Musk. How entitled must you be? The flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? So throwing garbage runs in the family? Oh, gotcha! Holy crap, bazoink! That is a good one. I asked my 4-year-old daughter this morning whether she thought it would be more fun to have a job or be a mommy. She said to be a mommy, so I can cuddle my babies. Clearly, she has already been victimized by the patriarchy. I asked my 6-month-old the same question, and she said, the false dichotomy in the premise of this question proves the ongoing need for feminism. You would never ask a boy to choose between procreation and professional fulfillment. Ain't that the truth? I was never asked if I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad or have a career. Why would I have been asked that? It just seems like a odd question to me anyway, you know? The American mind cannot comprehend this. This is literally an average gender reveal in New Jersey. There's catfishing, and then there's whatever the hell this is. What a weird way to announce to the world that you've never had a girl sleep over. Ho ho! I don't know why that's one of my favorite genres of comebacks in general. Is people sort of telling on themselves like, oh wow, that's great. You could not have waterboarded this little self-tattle out of me, dude. There's no way in hell. What a pathetic grift Twitter has become. Nice work, chef. Too much butter, wrong pan used, didn't cook the steak well enough, poor choice of toppings. You should never smack a steak like that. Okay, Gordon Ramsay, did they really? Did they really? Look, I know that Gordon's been clowned on a couple of times for some of the things he's created, like that stupid grilled cheese he made and whatnot. Sometimes he does go a little bit too above and beyond, you know, when it comes to a regular shitty meal that just needs to taste good but look like crap, you know? You're telling him about cooking steak? Him? All right, dude. Whatever. Your funeral, man. He's gonna kill you. Another reason to love the Beatles. They think your haircuts are un-American. Well, it was very observant of them because we aren't American, actually. Yeah, why would they say that? I took my 11-year-old daughter to get a drink at Starbucks. We watched an incredibly handsome construction worker walk across the parking lot and into the store. Do you know what that little girl said to me? I don't know what he fixes, but mine is broken. What if it was your 11-year-old son who said that about a young woman who walked into the store? I thought we were teaching boys not to objectify girls. Or does that only apply to boys? It is a strange thing to, brag about on Twitter. It just feels weird. It feels really, really weird. Lol, a violation. 280 characters? We only need this one and this one. Damn, the ice cream emoji broke too? God damn it, dude. There was like an entire app and/or website built to tell you whether or not a McDonald's ice cream machine was currently working or not. A very intelligent person. People of Reddit, what category do you think you're in the top 1% of? My IQ is 136, which is in the top 5% of the world. Okay, so an IQ of 136 apparently isn't enough to understand and answer OP's question. Yeah, I love that. You've got a really nice IQ, dog. That's great. They said top 1% of? So why the fuck you coming here with yo bitch-ass 5%? Why would you even reject the jacket? Some guy in my lecture just offered me his jacket because I was shivering. I would have taken the jacket if he was cute. Maybe the cute ones would also have offered if they thought you were also cute. I know that they're just trying to be a funny smartass, I get it, but it sucks, man. I'm not the cute guy, but if I'm trying to genuinely be nice, you're shivering. Come on, just take the damn jacket. Just, dude. Morning coffee addicts are just saying mood management. All right, let's see. People who say not to talk to them before their morning coffee are basically saying that they're unpleasant to be around when they're not under the influence of drugs. I can kind of agree, because remember, caffeine is an addictive drug. It's a substance. Sure, it's nowhere near as bad as some of the others, but still, it's classified as one. Unless what they're really saying is that you're unpleasant to be around until they're under the influence of drugs. Aha! Aha! Yeah, for real though, that's it. It goes both ways, as most things do. What's the secret? Norway is the happiest country in the world. What's the secret? Oh, I can't believe that a wealthy country with free healthcare and education, high wages, a strong middle class, and nearly a month of paid vacation time by law is happy. Also, it's gorgeous there. It's Norway. If a beautiful woman disagrees with me, I will immediately change my view. I have no principles. Well, maybe you should have principles. You're right, maybe I should. Oh, nice. Democrats are so jealous. They don't have a Donald Trump. They would give anything to have him. But they don't. They're like a jealous girl that got tossed to the side. They're blinded by hate and jealousy and will do anything to stop him because they can't have him. Psycho. You don't have to sign your tweets at the end. Nice. That woman is an elected representative. I don't care who or what she is talking about. She's a woman in, what, her 40s, who represents the people of our fine democracy, or if some of them at least, we'll say. And she's talking like a 16-year-old who thinks that they're really saying something, man. It looks like a Facebook post I would have made 12 years ago. Whoa, I just realized that raising a kid is basically 18 years of prompt engineering. Because someone else is doing it for you and you're just taking the credit? Oh yeah, what a dumb tweet. 18 years of prompt engineering. What? No, what? What does that mean? What the shit are you talking about? I am confused. How do atheists decide between good choices and bad ones? If you need the threat of eternal punishment to be a good person, you are not a good person. It's somewhat of a confusing question because I've always felt like good choices and bad choices, for the most part, there's a lot of gray area and plenty of them, but for the most part, I always figured that it was incredibly obvious when there's a bad choice and a good choice. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I was raised, I don't know, correctly or something like that. But Blake, what the hell are you talking about, man? This is funny. I dedicated my life to science. I raised 5 scientists. What a waste. These guys should have become stay-at-home dads. They could have raised 25 scientists. Oh no, it's an MLM. Okay, not really related. That is fantastic. I dedicated my life to something. Yeah, well, you're a f***ing idiot. I made a bunch of you. You're worthless, idiot. Whatever helps. Jeff Bezos pledges to donate the majority of his $124 billion fortune to fight climate change and unify humanity. Someone got visited by 3 ghosts last night. How long is it going to take him to do this, though? Because if we have to wait 40 years until he's dead or something like that, it's not going to matter. That money's not going to fight shit. and it's not going to mean a thing. So, Jeff, can you just donate it all right now or use it all right now in the way that you're claiming? Because that would be great. We needed it 50 to 100 years ago. So can you just get a goddamn leg up on this situation, please? Growing up in the 50s and 60s, we did not become wusses. I mean, people in the 1960s, or in 1960s America, were such wusses that they couldn't share a bathroom or a drinking fountain with someone of a different skin color. Yeah, that's interesting to think about. That was not that goddamn long ago, you know? All the pictures you see of that movement are in black and white, not because that was the only film we had at the time. Pretty sure we had color film back then. They just want you to think it was a little longer ago than it was, right? It was not that long ago. Can you believe how ugly this person looked once? See the contrast? You're absolutely right. I should have worn a beautiful gown and done up my hair and makeup nicely before heading to my 7th what class? You know what, whatever. P.S. You couldn't get better breaking news than that? That is an incredibly pathetic headline and news story in general. News story. I'm putting big fat air quotes in the air at the moment. Snark Cuban is the best Cuban. Hey Mark, just wondering if you or your corporations pay more than the required taxes in order to pay your fair share. Thanks so much. I pay what I owe. Tomorrow I will wire transfer to the IRS $288 million. This country has done so much for me. I am proud to pay my taxes every single year. Tag a former president that you know doesn't. Look, I don't like any billionaire. I don't think there's a single billionaire out there that I like. Some of them seem slightly better than others, and Mark has always seemed a little bit better than the rest. But still don't really like the idea of someone being able to be a billionaire. But hey, $288 million seems like a pretty decent amount. I don't know what he made this year, or last year rather. I have no clue. That could just be way less. Remember when Elon Musk claimed that he was going to pay like $8 billion in taxes or something like that? Did that ever get verified in some way, shape, or form? If that psychopath had driven a truck into that crowd and killed 100 people, would we not be talking about truck control? Man, can you imagine that though? Registering trucks, requiring insurance for injury that they caused, licensing and testing drivers. Yeah, I've never understood why people will utilize cars as an argument against, say, gun control or something like that, because we do all of the things that we would want to do for guns, or those proponents of gun control. That's what they want to do. We already have done all of that for an incredibly long time for cars. So there's got to be another argument that you have up your sleeve that's a little bit better? Broke for eternity. Why are vampires always wealthy in movies? Like, how do they make a living? If you've been alive since 1892 and you're still broke, just step into the sun. That's a very valid point. You have to have something, right? Along the lines in the past 120, 130 or whatever years, you had to have figured something out by now in terms of making some bag, all right? There's no other option for you. How the hell are you going to be alive? Vin Diesel spotted shirtless on a yacht in Italy, and y'all are yachtless in a shirt. Don't act like he's the loser. Yeah, I get that these images are supposed to be, wow, he's got a belly. Still got big-ass arms, though. Dude still looks pretty good. Raise the voting age to 21. Generation Z is not mature enough at age 18. Your party is forcing 10-year-olds to give birth, so 18 isn't mature enough to vote, but 10 is mature enough for motherhood. I don't like Brigitte, or I really don't give a shit. I don't like this mentality here. I don't like this generation. I'm going to remove their right to vote until they're of drinking age. Okay, alright. So how much farther is that goalpost gonna go? Are you people above the age of 50 just going to remove our right to vote permanently because we're in a different generation and you want to keep control? While knowing that you can't realistically do that because of how the world works? Jesus was woke? Let's see here. Show me where Jesus says love LGBTQ people. I'll wait. Alright, you shouldn't have to wait too long. Love one another, 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 crazy one, love one another, 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 love one another. Damn, that's plenty of times. And the kid gets hit with double the amount of dad jokes at home. Yesterday, I asked my 12-year-old son what the other kids at school think about him having two dads. His response is, they don't care, but they don't like how I'm immune to yo mama jokes. Your mama's so ugly your dad had to get a husband. Ooh, there's one. You know what? I hope the kids at school don't see this because that's the only one they're gonna use. You just made food. You're at the table, laptop open. What are you watching first? 2 unskippable ads. Damn, you only got 2? I can't talk. I've had premium for a long time now. If Zuck can do it, what's your excuse? At 8 a.m. every morning, Mark Zuckerberg trains MMA. That's before managing a $1.28 trillion company, overseeing 67,000 Meta staff, launching hundreds of features. What? Are you trying to tell me that Meta, or Facebook, whatever the shit they're called now, launches hundreds of features every day? The stress and responsibility he carries is unimaginable. Okay. Yet every day he wakes up, works out, and puts his health first. It's so easy to put your... Alright, shut the hell up. It is much easier to do everything you're saying when you have billions of dollars up your butthole. Alright? Sure, if I were a billionaire, absolutely no excuse. If I want to be better and healthier, dude, it is all on me, bro. It is all on me because I've got enough money to pay thousands of people to help me stay on track and do it. It is insane how much easier life is when you have a limitless amount of, sure, maybe not literal liquid cash in a bank account, but just enough money to do whatever you want your entire life with impunity, and then also provide for many, many, many generations of your family to do the same thing. If one of the planet's richest human beings, with every resource ever created at his fingertips, can work out with a team of professional trainers at 8 a.m. every morning, ignoring the train to work that left an hour ago, the kids who need dropping off at school, and his annoying boss who needs him to respond to his unimportant email right now, then what could possibly be your excuse? Exactagrando. I love that subreddit. It just feels like a nice, silly little break from the world. What do you guys think? Well, can't argue with that. I've never met a pedophile who wasn't white. R. Kelly. I've never met him. Touché, my friend.